Yeah, I'm saying Colby. And hold on a second. Hold on. Well, I'll be damned. Justin, the Fort Sumter, live on the MMA Holes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Justin Sumter, what's going on, my friend? Now, listen, we've been hyping this up for a while. We got 71 people watching. You're bringing the ratings. You're bringing a nice sweater, too. What is that, a cardigan? What do you got there?
No, it's a pullover.
Oh, very nice. You should.
No, I was joking. That's from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, you should have a nice pipe or something like that. It looks nice. All right, so yeah. Justin Sumter. All right, I'm going to give a little backstory over here. And you just came from, you were training, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
Okay. FAA. You're training at FAA. A lot of stuff going on with Justin Fort Sumter. I gave a backstory. We have a lot more people that are watching this show that weren't watching before. So like every time you come on, we have to give a little introduction over here. You are 6-1. You are currently on a 6-fight win streak. The first pro MMA fighter ever on the MMA Holes was Justin the Fort Sumter. Yeah. And you train with the notorious Nick Newell, who's all over the fucking news. But now it's time for the Fort. Now it's time for Justin the Fort Sumter to make a stand and take a stand. And you have some huge news. Justin, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so I was supposed to slated to fight June 15th against Ron Stallings, which was a good fight.
Chat. Hold on one second. We got a super chat coming in.
Nicker
Jesus
on
Christ.
The wall.
Forget it. Don't even listen to this idiot. Vodka, what are you doing? Anyway, Justin, go get fuck.
So I was supposed to fight Ron Stallings June 15th, but that was a good fight. I really liked that fight. I think it would have been a good matchup. But since then, that fight has been scratched. And
wait, hold on a second. The fight against a former UFC fighter, it was at CES, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
CES, this is a big fight, big opportunity here, and it's not happening. Wait, what could be better than this? Justin, please help us.
Well, I will be fighting for the Contender Series this summer.
Explosions! Holy shit! Justin the Fort Sumter in the Contender Series.
Wonderful.
Oh my God! Now walk me through this. Okay, so now you're scheduled to fight at CES, which is a great promotion. You fought there before. They do a great job. What happens? Your manager calls you up and says, "Hey, Justin, I got some great news for you."
Yeah. Well, we have in most contracts, especially with organizations like under the UFC or Bellator, they have an out clause. So, if it's with a reasonable amount of time, and you get approached by a larger organization, you can forfeit that contract that you have and go with the bigger venue or company. So like that, I have that in my contract.
Super chat.
Hold on one second. Hold that thought. We got a super chat going on here.
Fuck Justin the First. We'll mount him. He is WHT belt easy meat.
This is all thumbs down. Says you're easy meat, and he would mount you. I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen. No.
Yeah.
So hold on.
There's a possibility for everything, but I highly doubt it.
We have Justin the Fort Sumter live on the MMA Holes, good friend of the MMA Holes. Breaking news over here. I mean, my head's exploding right now. I have to say, Justin, when you sent me the text before, I did a little dance. I'm not going to lie. I did a little dance. I was jumping up and down. I was like, fuck yeah. I was so excited that you got this call. So what was your reaction, right? Now you're saying, let's go back for a second. You're saying if a higher promotion comes up, your contract is nullified, because I saw you signing the papers. It's all said and done. You're allowed to go to the other organization.
Yeah. Most contracts, they have an out clause. So, you know what I mean? Like, let's say, like if you get injured or, you know what I mean? Like you die or you get maimed,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Your contract can be, liquidated. So it doesn't exist anymore. Also, you have the same if a big organization wants you, you know what I mean? Because technically that makes CES look pretty good because,
Sure.
Their fighter that's about to fight a big name guy gets called up to fight for a bigger promotion. So that kind of works in their favor as well. Even though they don't get the ticket sales for me at that fight, but it helps them along the way. Hey, get other fighters are like, hey, we have so and so in the Fort. They all went to the UFC because of our organization. So
that's crazy. Now we have Justin the Fort Sumter live in the MMA Holes, 6-1 pro fighter, and he's going to the Contender Series. Now, what did Nick say about this? Nick just got the news that he was going over to the Contender Series. What did he say? Did he call you up and say, holy shit, we're doing this together? Are you going to be on the same show? What's going to happen here?
Don't know as of yet, but definitely yeah, he was definitely proud. You know what I mean? Definitely from when I stepped in there after my first loss and to where I'm at now. He definitely feels proud and he's been there right beside me, and it's kind of cool having us both does wonders for the gym. Both of us on the cusp of going to a bigger organization. Definitely helps us out personally as well as helps the team out.
Super
Sure.
chat.
Justin Fort Sumter, and we have a super chat.
Justin, can I ride you after I ride Chris? Congrats, man.
All right, so Old Thumbs Down wants to know if he could ride you after he rides me, and then he says congratulations.
I think you might take the cake with that one, Chris. I think
I'll wear him out.
Tire him out. So
yeah. Oh my God. Anyway, yeah, this show is completely ridiculous. But Justin, I'm sure you're familiar with this. Now,
yes.
Is there friendly competition? Now, let's Nick Newell, who's been on the show as well. What a great guy, man. And he's a badass on his own right. He finally gets the shot with the UFC as well. Is there a little competition? Oh, fuck. Hold on a second. Hold on. We got boobies here for Justin. Celebrate. Pervert cameraman.
Hey, I can see your underwear.
Put your boobies in the air.
Flap them like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Step up, put your time to
Oh my
share.
God, where's your donation?
Vision impaired.
Look at them
Filthy
things.
mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman.
We got the pervert cameraman. Show the tits for Justin. Look at this. Justin's got boobies.
$10 tip. Pervert cameraman. Yanni Celeste. Pervert cameraman.
Oh my God.
Show them
All right.
boobies.
Let's see what Filthy Animal says.
Can Justin wear a fucking mask every time he is on because that fucking nose is fucking so?
Oh my God. Jesus.
Goddamn, big bro.
Oh
By the
my
way,
God. All right. Thank you. There we go. That's Filthy Animal wanting you to wear a mask next time you come on here. I don't know. I got a Mexican wrestling mask.
I'm not Rey Mysterio, so I did like Rey Mysterio when he was wrestling. So if I had one, I would put it on, but I don't need it.
Yeah.
Maybe you should just turn the screen off and then just listen.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell that was. Just ignore it. You don't have to respond to these idiots. Anyway, thank you for the donation, but stop being a cunt. All right, so Justin and Sumter. Now, is there friendly competition between you and Nick Newell now? Let's be honest here. I mean, if you win, right, you have to, like Dana White, let me explain how the Contender Series works if you haven't watched it. It's like 4 or 5 fights, if I'm not mistaken, on a card, right? It's on Fight Pass, and basically, if you win or if you impress Dana White, he gives you a contract right on the spot to go to the UFC. Now, you and Nick Newell are doing this. Is there competition between you two? Are you talking a little smack back and forth, like, all right, Nick, I got this? Or is Nick saying, hey, Justin, you better do it? What's going on with you and Nick there?
Yeah, I mean, like there's friendly competition, but it's not like where we're gunning for each other. I mean, it's all like we know we both have the opportunity to showcase our skills, and that's basically what we're going to do. Granted, like we definitely say, hey, I'm probably going to go before you, so I got to do something spectacular before you go, so you look less spectacular. But everything's friendly, and I'm just definitely just super excited to one be there, one for them to choose me. So
You're gonna wrap one on one shoulder, I'm gonna wrap the other on the other shoulder,
coming in.
and you're gonna need a fucking army to come take them belts off me.
This is from Vlad.
I took a screenshot of what you were doing on stream prior to going live with Justin. I put it in the Discord. Maybe you can show the Fort lol.
Okay. All right, so Justin, if you have if you have the stream on another computer, I'm going to show this right now. Someone threw this in our private Discord, and it shows. I can't believe you're going to show this to Justin, but apparently,
Super chat.
Another super chat coming in. Let's see what this is.
Carlton Banks here and Nick.
All
Newell will lose together on the same show and walk out hand in one hand, Eddie.
Hold on a second. That's not Carlton Banks. That's Justin Sumter, for God's sakes. What is going on here? Anyway, all right. Let's. This is getting ridiculous. Have you ever been called Carlton Banks before, Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens, right? All right, guys. Justin the Fort Sumter's here, 6-1 pro fighter, and he is in the Contender Series. Now, when they called you up, all right, they called you up. What was your? Did you see the picture? There it is again. All right, yeah. There it is. That's me gobbling on something. I told him not to show you.
It looks like a baguette.
Yeah. Do you think your other interviews, when you announce this to other people, do you think they're going to show pictures like that on their stream?
Yeah, I mean, there's a slim possibility that they will not.
Yeah. So. All right. All right. So your manager calls you up. Okay. Now walk me through this. Did you start jumping up and down? Like, I mean, you fought for Bellator before. I mean, that must have been crazy exciting, right? And that was your first pro fight, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. It was. I would say. You know, I was at work. I was sitting at my desk, and I was in a meeting, and he was like, "Hey, give me a call back." And I was like, "Well, actually, Nick called me because Nick was in Las Vegas at the time." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, let me finish this meeting, and then I'll go out." And then I gave him a call back, and he was like, "Hey, man. So first he said your fight in June is canceled." And I was like, "Oh, man, wow. And what's up?" And then it was like, the reason why is because you're on the Contender Series. And I was like, I wasn't like really jumping because I was at work, but you know what I mean? I was like fist pumping, you know, like just super excited. Yeah, I didn't do anything too crazy, but you know, I kind of knew, you know, at the back of my head, I was like, why is he calling me and telling me to call him back at work? Mm-hmm. So it had to be important. So I kind of figured it out. And then when he told me, it was just like pure excitement. And I was like, hey, got to get back in there and train and, you know, be, you know, for 2.0, you know, so
sure.
I'm just super excited.
Justin the Fort Sumter, friend of the show, is going to be on the Contender Series. I am so excited for you, man. This is fantastic news. What did the fiance say when you told her? Was she in the same room when you took this call, or you said you were at work? Or when you got home, when you told her or called her up, what was her reaction? Was she just jumping for joy, or how'd that work?
She's excited. You know, I mean, she definitely was. She kind of, I think she kind of figured that I deserved it already. But you know, definitely is. Actually, I told her. We went to eat with her parents, and I told her then, and you know, she's super excited. Real excited for me and for us to, you know, be part of this journey and kind of taking a step forward in my MMA career, you know, because the sky's the limit with me right now, and I just think I can, you know, go to the top.
Steve Sparks says well-deserved, and it is well-deserved. I mean, you're on a 6-fight win streak, for God's sakes. And what you finished all your opponents except for, 2 out of those? Or
Yeah, two out of those I got decision.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, you're just on fire. You're absolutely on fire right now. And it is your time, Justin. It is your time to shine. So now what's the plan? How's this work? You go straight into a camp and you prepare for the Contender Series. What do you have to wait for a date? Or how does this work now? Where do you take it from here?
Well, I mean, I still been in training, like, because I was training for the 15th. So, you know, right now I'm just kind of coasting, and you know, I mean, they're going to give me ample time to get ready for the fight. So definitely, probably late summer. You know, that's probably when they're going to do it. But you know, just once I get the date, I'll just kind of, you know, go lock down and, you know, make sure my eating's right, make sure, you know, I'm feeling right, my flexibility, everything is right, get the right people behind me, and just, you know, full steam ahead.
It is full steam ahead, and Justin the Fort Sumter will be fighting on the Contender Series. Justin, I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling strong. I've seen you fight, and you are very impressive out there. What is the nerves going to be like? Now, what are they flying you over to Vegas? I mean, this is going to be a big deal in front of Dana White and whoever else he's sitting at over there. I mean, the nerves must be through the roof.
Well, you know, I mean, I just, you know, I take, like I probably said back, you know, like 10 shows back or whatever, I kind of embrace the nerves because...
super chat.
Hold that thought, Justin.
She can't wait till I mount him. Shout out my new vid.
She can't wait till I mount him. All Thumbs Down is talking gibberish. Thank you, All Thumbs Down. I'm not sure, and there's me gobbling on that. All right, so I don't know. All Thumbs Down. Apparently, All Thumbs Down trains at Rufus Sport, so he claims. I don't know, and he doesn't speak correct English. I think he's got hit too many times in the head. I don't know what's going on there. But So they're going to fly you over to Vegas and in front of Dana White. Now, is there pressure? Like, this is a different type of fight, right? This is not you get the win, you move on, this and that. This is basically not only do you have to win, but you have to impress Dana White. How do you approach a fight like that?
Just, kind of, having my set skill ability and kind of turning it up a notch. I know I'm comfortable on the ground and I'm comfortable standing up. Just have to be comfortable out there and then, put a little pizzazz and spice on it. Like if I see the knee, why not do a flying knee? If I, see the kick, make it a spinning kick. Because really I have 15 minutes to show kind of what these 7 years of my life, dedicating to the sport, all for, those 7 years compiled together, and you put it into 15 minutes. So, that's the way I'm taking it. Everything that I learned, everything that I've done is kind of, I don't want to say this is the climax, but it's kind of like a pivotal moment where, the next thing I do is it can, skyrocket me or shoot me down. So, just going in there and doing what I know I can do is basically what I got to do.
We're talking about Justin the Fort Sumter going to the Contender Series. Now, is this where you'd rather be than the Ultimate Fighter? You'd rather fight at the Contender Series? Is this the better shot, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think it is because if you look at the guys that came out of there, O'Malley, you got a couple of those 85ers and they're a better platform to where you can get that limelight. They build you up and they can actually see the fun.
Super chat.
Hold on a sec. We got all thumbs down jumping in again.
6-1. Let me bang, bro. He just say he comfort on G.
This is 6-1. Let me bang, bro. They're doing Ultimate Fighter. All right. Thank you. All thumbs down. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but just the way, because they have analytics with Fight Pass, and they can actually see how many people are looking at this fight, how many people tune in, how many people buy it, or what have you, and so they can kind of Sean O'Malley had a big following, and so now he's on the pay-per-view card because everyone likes him, and he's kind of a flamboyant guy that come out there, says what he wants to say, does what he wants to do, and he can actually fight. So I just got to go in there. I'm not really flamboyant. I'm just, a down-to-earth guy that can really fight really well. And I have a lot of fans that really, enjoy watching me fight. So that definitely makes for good TV, I think.
So bringing up a guy like Sean O'Malley, who basically, because of his pizzazz, is why he is where he is. The guy, he came into the UFC and he's gone decisions every time, right? But he has this flashy style that people are kind of drawn to. Are you going to try something crazy in there? Or are you going to or are you just going to try to get that win and do it impressively? How does that work?
Just an impressive win. I don't think I have to do anything flashy because my skills kind of speak for themselves. When I step in there, I'm going to have my game plan and I know I know what his holes are going to be and I know what his tendencies are, and I just put him in a trap and it might be a little bit easier said than done, but definitely gonna fight my fight and come out victorious. So
there you go. Justin the Fort Sumter will be on the Contender Series. I'm assuming it's going to be this summer sometime. We just don't have a date, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, summertime, we'll be watching that. We'll definitely react to that. Now, how does this work? Do you get linked up with Reebok? Does Reebok pay you for something like this? Are you allowed to have sponsors? How does it work?
Well, with the UFC, you're definitely probably not going to have sponsors because they make you wear that fight kit that they give you, just with the Contender Series logo and on the shorts and stuff like that. So, you're definitely not. Well, see, I don't even know the dealings with Reebok and the Dana White Contender Series because it's actually it's a different entity within the UFC.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I'm not too keen on what they have going on. So.
Are you excited to meet Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know if they're still doing the same thing, but yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, I hope they do have the Snoop cast. I think it's great because it's just right up our alley how ridiculous we are. Do you find it offensive, though, what Snoop says? I notice a lot of fighters are just like, oh, man, this guy, he's kind of disrespecting the sport. What do I know? Because I'm doing the same thing, I guess. But, I mean, we're just trying to have fun, right? That's what we're trying to do. But what do you think of, Snoop, though?
I understand because a lot of guys, they put that effort in. But, see, that's why they do a simulcast, so you can actually hear – the sports commentator.
Super chat.
Oh, we got a super chat coming in from Nuri Muhammad.
Justin, the first liked your brutal head kick KO versus Evans.
Oh, there we go. There's a shout out to your
thanks.
KO to Evans. Yeah, tell us about that one over there. I mean, that was pretty brutal.
Yeah, it was more or less. He kind of walked into it. I didn't. Not to say I didn't throw the kick hard, but I kind of timed it and he kind of walked into it, so it made it kind of compound. Sean, he's a real good guy. You know what I mean? We're friends now, but you definitely I would say that was one of my best head kicks. So.
Impressive stuff. And guys, if you haven't seen Justin's work, you can check it out all over YouTube, on his Instagram. He's got a bunch of stuff on there. Check out Justin. It's at Fort Sumter MMA on IG. And what is it? J_Fort_Sumter. Am I get that right for Twitter? Something like that.
Yeah.
I have your Instagram over here. But go check out the Fort over there. You can check out his stuff. It's fantastic. I've seen grown men give up in the cage against Justin Sumter. I mean, you've literally broke people in that cage. How does it feel like to break a man?
It feels pretty good. I would say, I like a fight. So, I hate seeing people give in. I like to see people fight. A good one was when Barbosa was fighting Khabib. Because, he was literally getting the crap beat out of him.
Sure. And
he stayed in there until the final bell, because most people, like lesser people, would probably, after that first round, they're like, oh, I can't do anything. He does the same thing again. They're like, oh, just, pound me in. Like, so I'm about that fight where you can, fight to the end. But, it feels really good to kind of break somebody like that.
It's got to be great, right? Not a scratch. You get in there, you get to work and get to party afterwards. How does it get any better than that, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Justin Sumter live in the MMA Holes. Now, here's the deal. Justin, if you're down, I would like to take a couple of calls. Now, let's congratulate the Fort, man. I mean, this is some big news. Listen, man, I'm fucking pumped. Let's take the phone call. Let's see. Put him on the air. Let's see what we got. It might be important. I don't know. Should we? No? All right.
No.
I'm excited. I said it before. I'm going to say it now again. I feel like you're my son right now, Justin. I feel like I'm a proud father. Even though it would be weird because I'm very pale and it wouldn't make sense, but I'm super excited. I was like a kid. I called my parents. Justin, listen to this shit. I literally called up my pop after I got the text. I was like, "Fuck!" I'm like, the Fort got into the UFC. I was pumped. Now listen, we can't get too excited. Yes, you have to win in the Contender Series, but this is some break, man. This is awesome. I'm fucking pumped.
Definitely. And I think it's at the right time. I think it's at definitely. I'm kind of reaching that point where everything I'm doing is kind of adding up, and I'm doing the right things. I'm talking to the right people, and it seems like everything is lining up right now. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely is. And all right, so Justin, if you're down, let's take some fucking phone calls. What do you say? Let's talk to the people.
Yeah, we could take some phone calls.
Ann H says, congratulations to Justin. You deserve it. Way to go. There you go. We got some peeps, man. We got people here for a long time that have seen you many times on the show. This has got to be like 8 times or some. I mean, we're almost in double digits, Justin.
Yeah.
I think we're going steady.
I lost count.
Yeah. I think we're going steady. I don't know. This is really weird. All right, 516-522-0267. Get your calls in real quick. You're going to talk to a UFC fighter. I'm going to say it right now because he's going to get into the UFC after this fight. Big time, Justin the Fort Sumter. Man, I can't believe it. We're growing like weeds over here. We have almost 10,000. We're going to hit 10,000 on Saturday. I feel like we're growing together. This is amazing stuff here. We're going to be goddamn celebrities. Look, we got a trophy. There's goddamn celebrities right there. See that? There you go. He's gold. It's nice. It's fake, but it means a lot to me. All right, 516-522-0267. Call up. Let me know what you think about Justin Sumter fighting on the Contender Series this summer. Also, Nick Newell. Nick Newell will be fighting on the Contender Series as well. Big stuff. FAA. The gym must be on fire right now. Are people
it's like really like as we're growing, the gym's growing, and it's kind of surreal. Like the guys that started out.
Sure. Justin, hold on. We got a call coming in. Jose is calling in, and how about this, Jose? You're live with Justin Sumter.
Hey, Justin. Hey, man. I just want to say congrats for making the TV show, and just so that you know, man, the last few guests that have been on the MMA host, they've been on a winning streak, bro. So you're going to have some good juju going with you, man. You're going to do well on the show.
That's true. And
appreciate it, man. Thank you.
You know, it's funny.
See, like I think the MMAs, ever since I've been on the MMAs, I haven't lost, So, I don't believe in juju or good vibes, but, I just believe in my, my work ethic and everything I put forward. And it's been a blessing. And it's been an honor to be with you guys, and you guys, seeing me progress as a fighter. So it's pretty cool. So thank you, Jose.
Yeah. Hey, man. Well, I love watching fights, bro. I've been watching them forever, and I really respect and admire fighters. You guys, you literally put your fucking body and your health on the line. You know what I'm saying? And I think that some fans don't appreciate that shit. They're too much into like video games where they don't even see it as real because it's on television. But, man, you guys are savages. You put it out there on the line, bro. So thanks for that. And the question I got, I'm just curious for you personally, what's your favorite discipline to train in MMA? Because, there's a little bit of everything. What do you like to train? And what's your favorite way to finish a fight? Is it better to fucking head kick somebody or to choke somebody out? Thanks, bro.
All right, Jose, good questions.
Well, my favorite would have to be wrestling. I think if you have a good wrestling game, you can kind of dictate where the fight goes. You can kind of put the fight, if you kind of stifle standing up, take him down, put him on his back, pound him a little bit, or let him back up. I would say what's the other question? I just lost it.
I tuned him out. But Jose calls in. He does some great calls. Anyway, it was complimentary. But the wrestling is a big part of your game right there, and it seems like that's what works with mixed martial arts. It seems like that is on top of everything right now.
Oh yeah. You talked about the finish. I think
yeah.
It's kind of a mix. You know what I mean? I like to.
Wait, hold that thought. The finish. We got a super chat coming in. Hold on.
Sup, Mr. Supper Neva, saw you, but best of luck, brother.
All right, so best of luck from now and later. So there you go. Best of luck from now and later. All right, so back to that finish.
Yeah, but probably, I think it's even. I like to kick people in the head and to finish them kicking in the head, but I also like take them down to the ground and submit them. And it's kind of both satisfying, so I can't really pick which exactly is the number one, but...
All right, we'll take one more call here, 516-522-0267. One more call. Call in the fort. He's a busy man. He's going to the Contender Series, for God's sakes. Justin, when you win and you get, there you get the number. Look at this guy. This guy's a pro.
Yeah, I'm a pro.
You are a pro. That's true. When you do get this win, okay, and you talk to that beautiful blonde woman that Snoop's always drooling over. I don't remember who it is, but she's pretty. You have to look into the camera and be like, MMA holes. Is that going to happen?
I don't know if I can do that because there's a lot of stuff in the contract that specifically states that you can't.
You gonna rap one on one shoulder and rap the other on the other shoulder.
Oh well, you got saved by the bell. Hold on, Vlad, you jumping in.
You come take them belts off me.
Vlad jumping in with a donation.
Powerful Justin Sumter, congrats. I hope to see your future fights in the UFC. I can already see the grin on your face thinking about future Ian Devour's sandblasting hookers and long nights of blow with white woman.
Are you going to be sandblasting hookers and blow with white women after the fight?
Nah.
No, I didn't think so.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Sandblasting. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, thank you, Vlad, for the donation. One more call, 516-522-0267. I need you to look at the camera and be like, yes, MMA holes. All right. We had. There is Laura Senko. That's the girl over there. Thank you, the Go Blue dude over there. Guys, if you have any questions for Justin, let us know in the chat. Justin's going to the Contender Series, fighting in summertime. It's gonna be good stuff. Well, who's gonna be in your corner for this? I know Nick's gonna be busy, so I'm assuming he's not gonna be in your corner. Who's gonna be in the corner?
Probably the FA coach in Springfield. He's going to be in my corner, as well as I'm going to have a friend from back home in Georgia. He's try to get him to corner me as well. So
When are you going to find out about your opponent? Is it when you find the date? Is that how this works, or?
well, see, I don't know exactly how it works. I guess they have to mutually agree that they will do it, and then can kind of the agreements collide, and then they pick the date. So I don't really know, like, because like they pick some, and then they have some that are like all the way out to July. So I don't really know how the selection process is. So
You just got to be excited. You probably don't even care. You're just like, let's go.
yeah, I mean, I'm there. You know what I mean? And it feels good. It feels real good. So.
I'm sure it does. Call in. One more call, 516-522-0267. Don't be scared. This is your chance to talk to a UFC fighter. That's right. How are you going to tell work? How does this, I mean, I'm sure they're familiar with what you do, correct?
Yes.
So do you go in like, UFC? How does this work?
Well, no, I mean, I just tell them, tell them if I need to take time off, and, hopefully the way, because I work in construction, I'm a project manager. So, hopefully everything's in line. It's construction, so things can go wrong,
Sure.
like every day. So it's definitely just got to let them know ahead of time and stuff. So
there we go. I lost that call. Screw it. Call back in real quick, 516-522-0267. Yeah, I mean, I guess they understand, right? This is not your first rodeo. I mean, you've been a pro fighter for a little bit. They know what's going on. And I mean, this is a big deal. I'm sure your buddies at work are probably like, "Oh, this is fucking cool. This is really cool."
They're like, it's awesome. It's awesome.
It's got to be. All right, here we go. 503, last call with Justin the Fort Sumter, going to the Contender Series. What's your name and what is your question?
Hey, Chris, it's NH.
NH, the 7%. Now, NH is wonderful, wonderful. And
Wonderful.
what's up, Ann? You're alive with Justin Sumter, and you can say whatever you would like. Go for it, Ann.
Hey, Justin. How you doing?
Hey, Ann. Good. I'm doing good.
Hey, congrats to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I just wanted to say that. So, everybody's kind of giving you
Well,
shit.
well
in
thank
the
you very
chat,
much,
but
Ann. Thank you for
I am a little
calling
bit,
in.
but not as much as they are. I
Yeah.
just want to say, hey, you're doing great. I loved your fights. You're gonna make it in the UFC. I just know it.
Yeah, of
You're gonna
course.
kill it.
I mean, Ann, he's an MMA hole, for God's sakes. How could he can't lose, right?
That's right.
That's correct.
He hasn't lost. No curse.
Yeah, not under our watch, that's for sure. I mean,
That's right.
curse doesn't
right.
affect Justin Sumter. All right, and any last words to Justin, or is that about it?
That's it. Just good
Okay.
luck.
All right, Ann, thank you for the call. There you go. Ann H just saying good luck. There you go, Ann. All right, Ann H. All right, that was inspiring.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what are you gonna do now with everyone asking? I mean, there's gonna be a million autographs and pictures and all this stuff going on here. I mean, there's gonna be glossy
I
prints.
just gotta make sure I put chapstick on all those babies. 'Cause I know they're gonna come.
Are you gonna bring a stick around to beat all the women away, like to keep them away from you? I mean, this is gonna be ridiculous now.
Well, I just have to get a bigger stick.
A bigger-
The one I have right now is broken already. So
A bigger stick. There you go. All right, guys, if you're just jumping in, Justin the Fort Sumter.
well, Gotta just said she wouldn't mind beating them off. So
Oh, there you go. And hello from the MMA holes. Is she gonna come on and talk about this? What's going on here?
she's on her phone.
Okay, we'll let her play it on the
Well,
phone.
now that you said something, she's getting up.
Uh-oh, here we go. For God's sakes, I mean, I'm
Well,
sure.
You said you put it up because you could have just get up.
Hey, what's going on? Hello. From the
Hi.
How's it going? Now, listen, and congratulations, by the way, on the engagement. That's very nice over there.
Thank you.
Very good. How did he propose? Did you cry? Tell us the story. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I'm getting I need sunglasses. That's a shiny rock you got there. Jesus Christ. Man, oh,
Yeah,
man.
you did good.
Now, you are going to lay in bed with a UFC fighter. How does this work now? What's the plans from this point on? Do you have to treat him any differently, or same old thing?
She has to actually wash my feet at the end of the night
No.
and give me massages.
Now he'll be washing my feet.
Yeah.
He can increase his grip strength that way.
Well, that would work, sure. Now, what was your thoughts when Justin got this call? I mean, you must have been beside yourself.
I've been kind of waiting for it. I think it's well deserved and a long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with his win streak, it was inevitable that it was going to happen, pretty soon for him.
I mean,
if you've watched any of his amateur fights, he had some pretty impressive finishes there. So I definitely say take a look, Google him, take a look at YouTube. There's a bunch of his old fights there, and you can see from the very beginning that, the skill was there. The talent was there. It just needed to be honed. And, that he's getting to that level where, Dana White, UFC, he had to be on there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and now you got to think, Justin, you're in your prime right now, right? This is like everything has fallen into place at just the right time. This is the moment. So, yeah. So, I mean, no better time than now.
I would say the timing is kind of impeccable because, like when I first started, after my first pro fight.
Hold on a second. Hold that thought. Here we go.
And you're gonna need a fucking army to come take them belts off me.
All right, so Vlad.
I knew it. 90% of the chat.
All right, so I knew it. 90% of the chat. I'm not sure what they knew, but Vlad, thank you. No, Vlad with the donation. People are donating like crazy over here. They love it.
Yeah. I would say this is the most I've seen donated.
Look at that. You get a call to the UFC and everyone's going crazy. You know what happened?
They're like, oh, give him money.
Yeah.
But yeah, the timing, I would say the timing's impeccable because I was training at Renzo Gracie before I went to FA and, I lost my fight and I was thinking about switching.
Super chat.
What's going on? Hold on a second.
She is true WHT belt, easy black meat, Mount Eddie.
Okay, so you're a true white belt, easy black meat, Mount Eddie. Not sure. All thumbs down. I love you. You thank you for supporting, but no one knows what you're saying.
What does he have?
I don't know. Where are those thumbs going? Anyway, all right, Justin, listen. I mean, I could go on and on, but these people are lunatics over here. I don't know what's going on anymore. You truly, I have to say this. I'm super proud, man. I am super proud. I call you a friend, Justin the Fort Sumter, and I can't say enough about how much we're supporting you over here from the MMA holes, as much as we're horsing around and joking around. This really means a lot, and we are pushing for you. The MMA holes, all 10,000 of these knuckleheads are going to be in your corner in summertime when you are in front of that bald-headed, swollen white man, Dana White, and you're going to impress him. I guarantee you, you're going to get that contract, and you're going to look at the camera, and you're going to be like, MMA holes. Yeah. All right.
And you should know, you guys, this is the first place that he's made this announcement. So
I'm honored. I'm absolutely honored.
You guys.
That's true. Justin, when I make my first announcement, I don't know what I'm going to announce. I really have nothing to announce.
You're gonna rap one on one
All
shoulder.
right, last donation. Let's see what we got here.
And you're gonna need a fucking army to come take them belts off me.
All right, so yeah. Thank you, filthy animal. So, quick story: John Gotti. I'm sure you heard about this guy, right? This guy.
Yeah.
He fought for CES New York, and there was a woman in the crowd screaming like a lunatic while Matt Secor was fighting, right? And she sounded like Eddie Alvarez's wife. And I don't know if you've heard Eddie Alvarez's wife, but she's like, Eddie, like screaming like a banshee in the background, and everyone is doing the Eddie Alvarez wife joke right now. So that's what that is.
Oh, okay. I didn't get a chance to see the fight.
What do you think about? I mean, so you didn't see it. So what do you think about John Gotti? I mean, it's 2 pro fights in. People are like, did you?
I mean, like,
what do you say?
I really think he should fight Jesse Kazakowski. I think that would be a good fight for him.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't, Justin. Jesse would maul him. Come on.
Well, I mean, like, Jesse's a good fighter, and I mean, not saying this guy, Gotti is a bad fighter, or they're giving him layups, but he has a lot of publicity. So Jesse's a good fighter, so good fighters fight good fighters, and see what happens.
I tell you what, let's talk about Jesse Kosakowski. Now, FAA, I mean, you got some guys over there. Not only are you and Nick Newell there, but there are other guys there. Jesse Kosakowski What the fuck? He doesn't like. You look at these stare downs, and you're like, I don't know. And then Jesse just strangles him, like no problem. No, talk to us about Jesse. He's been on the show once before, and to the chat, if you don't know who Jesse Kosakowski is, you will very soon. This man is the real deal. Justin, let us know about this Jesse Kosakowski.
Yeah. Jesse's a beast, man. He's been training ever since he was like 4 years old, and he definitely gives me, even fighting at 170, he definitely gives me a run for my money. He's ever improving. He's a young kid, and the sky is the limits. You know what I mean? Like I can kind of put myself at a certain point, but his kind of skills, it's definitely going to surpass mine. Just his abilities now, and I can definitely see him growing every single day we train together, and it's pretty awesome.
I tell you, I saw him at, I think it was Premier FC 24. I don't remember which one it was. The first one I went to, and he was just a young kid walking up to the table with his father, and his father's a real nice dude too. And he came over, and we just exchanged information. We didn't until a year later, we didn't get a chance to have him on. But I remember very clearly looking into his eyes, right? And he seemed like a really nice kid, but he had the look. Like, he looked at me right in the eyes. I'm like, oh, this kid will fuck me up. Like, I'm looking at him like, this kid means business. You can tell that he has it running through his veins. He's going to be the real deal. Yeah,
definitely, man. And his father's, he's an undercover assassin. So, just his potential, man. That's the great. I love seeing guys that are good, but they only get better. You know what I mean? Sure. They can only get better because I know he's on that path right now. You know what I mean? He's dedicated himself to this path, and he's going to stick to it. And I just can't wait to see the future for him. Definitely see him in the UFC or Bellator or whatever. Whoever snags him. Because he's a good grab. Because he's at that point right now. He doesn't have to make a decision. He can go fight in on the local scene right now. Just tear it up, and then want to get a call up, or you can get a call up now, and they kind of build them. So the sky's the limit.
Sure. We're live with Justin the Fort Sumter going to the Contender Series. That's right, the Contender Series UFC this summertime. Keep an eye out. You'll see our friend Justin the Fort Sumter there. Now, Justin, I'm going to ask you one more question, and then we're going to give get your last thoughts. GSP versus Nate Diaz. What do you think about that fight?
This is an interesting fight. It's at 55, so definitely, because I never seen GSP that low. And GSP's grappling good.
Oh, super chat.
They love you, Justin. Hold on one second.
I mount Jesse and Justin with 1 hour rest PTJBH.
Okay. Old Thumbs Down wants to mount you. And Jesse as well. So there you go. All right. So I'm losing my mind. Nate Diaz versus GSP, the wrestling you were talking about over here. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's an interesting because I think GSP would dominate. Like if it goes to decision, GSP will probably win by decision. I can't see him submitting him. I can see him TK.
You're gonna wrap one on one shoulder. You're gonna wrap the other on the other shoulder. And you're gonna need a fucking arm.
Here we go, Vlad.
Come take them belts off me.
Vlad says.
I wonder why Justin has a 10 pesos Mexican coin. You buying Mexican supplements, Justin.
What is that coin over there? Is it a Mexican coin?
Yeah, it is. It actually is. It was just laying around here. Yeah, it is.
Vlad's a Russian that pretends he's Mexican. We're not quite sure if he's Russian or Mexican. We're not sure, but there it is. A Mexican. That is a Mexican coin. Look at that. All right. So there you go. Look at that. That's actually good eyes from the chat. These people, they see everything. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, all right, who would win that fight, GSP or Nate Diaz?
I think GSP would win it. I think, but not to rule, not to, like, GSP was kind of tiring after his last, his fight with Bisping. And it's probably going to be a 5-round fight. So, you will see the cardio aspect probably in the 3rd round. If GSP is strong and his cardio is good, you will see kind of the 3rd round would dictate who has the fight for him.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I still can't see it happening at 155. I don't know how the hell GSP is gonna make 155. Is he gonna starve himself? It's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know if he can do it.
It's crazy. But regardless, it looks like the UFC really wants to make that fight. Justin, listen, we're not going to keep you on any longer. You've been on way too long. I think Tough is on too, and you got things to do. Listen, last words to the MMA holes. Congrats again. And Contender Series, what's your last words over here?
I just appreciate all the support. You know what I mean? You guys, you know, as you guys been growing, I've been growing as well. And you know, it feels really good to kind of, you know, not to say I wasn't really showing the world my skills, but now I get it on a bigger stage and you know, show a larger amount of people what I can do. And you know, having you guys backing me and supporting me is pretty awesome. So I really appreciate you guys. And you know, if you guys haven't, go to my Instagram or my Twitter and give me a like and a share. Greatly appreciate it. So
there you go, Justin the Fort Sumter. You can find him at Fort Sumter MMA on Instagram. It seems like your Instagram's getting popping over there. So yeah, if you're not following him, go follow the Fort, man. This guy's gonna have a nice blue check next to his name very soon. And he's gonna be on top of the world.
Hopefully. Like I messaged them the other day and they're like, "Oh, we can't do it." And I was like, "What?" You know, like you see me on TV, but it is what it is.
NH says Justin the Fort Sumter is awesome, and you are awesome. You're wonderful, wonderful. Justin, listen, man, I really we're all pulling for you, and congratulations again. Go get that W, and before you get into that cage with them, come back on again. We'd love to hear how the training's going.
Oh, definitely.
All right, Justin the Fort Sumter, thanks again. Any shout out to any sponsors or anything?
Shout out to Purest Float, Trumbo float deprivation tanks, pretty awesome. Gracie Medical, you know, they helped me out with my cryotherapy. Wash and Wag, they're one of my major supporters. Also, you got CT Supplements. Mm-hmm. They're providing, you know, keeping me powered and energized for training. Also, Juke Performance. They provide my mass bodysuit. That's a full resistance suit, which is pretty awesome. I'll share a link today.
Super chat.
Hold on. They're still coming. Hold
on.
Don't
stutter during or post-fight interview.
All right, don't stutter during your.
I try not to.
Yeah, how does that work? So, yeah, we'll talk about that next time. Thank you for
also, one more Red Coast. They provide the CBD water for me. Redwood Coast. They're out of California, so they provide water to me, and it's done pretty good. CBD water. If you guys haven't heard of it, check it out. It does wonders for the body. Even though the pharmaceutical companies are trying to screw them, nah, don't trust them.
Don't trust them.
CBD all the way.
CBD. There you go. Isn't that marijuana? CBD? What is that?
No. Well, it's derived from the plant, but it doesn't have the psychoactive properties like THC.
Okay.
So there's CBD and THC. It doesn't have any THC in it, but you should look it up. It's real good stuff. They have CBD oil. They have CBD water, CBD candy, and a lot of stuff.
We have a CBD donation with Nate Diaz. We actually have a CBD. I just thought it was weed. I had no idea. But yeah, I'm gonna look into it. Maybe I don't know, play around with that. All right, so there's a lot of CBDs in the chat. There you go. All right, Justin, thanks for coming on, man. And like I said, when the fight gets a little bit closer, or if they announce the date or anything like that, come back on, and love to have you back.
Thank you very much.
All right, Justin Sumter. There he is. Justin the Fort Sumter. There it is. Fort Sumter MMA. Check him out. The Tough is on right now.